Yeah, that's great. Now, it also like so Jose, so we built Startup Starter on the tools that we actually use ourselves, and we advise companies on the tools that we actually use ourselves to building out these companies. So you're very familiar with some of the limitations that we've had in creating what we've been building. So tell them a little bit about how we've overcome some of those obstacles in building out our infrastructure on no code.
To be honest, we haven't had too many roadblocks. So Startup Starter, we're focused on the business element of things, right? We're not like, I think a lot of product or no-code tools and no-code movement is really focused on product, right? We do have like our product manager, but we're focused on business. Everything we give you is for business, right? And even as we find tools, we're not really concerned in like some really crazy way of going at it. We just want the functionality behind it. And we've also been very lucky that anytime we wanted something that we're like thinking of putting money into something, hiring someone to do something, a particular tool just gets released, right? So Circle.so, which is what we use for our community, allows us to even prototype an entire product. Just we block all the community-based stuff, and we just were able to embed, you know, a Typeform in one place and an Airtable in the other, right? And be able to create a CRM with basic tools. And to add to this question, like last week I had an interview, one of our new startups joining us called Accio. They're a no-code tool for AI. About a year ago, I had an AI for private equity consultancy with a friend of mine, and we were tasked by one of the big private equity firms in Europe to help them deal with churn, right? And our going rate was like $400K a month on the cheaper side of things, right? And we're trying to undercut like BCG that was charging $1 million. When they came to us, they had a plug and play tool that was like $35K off the shelf. And I'm okay, like, honestly, like I think we can use that to validate because you guys have an idea that you guys think we can solve. And I think it's a very good experiment, but $35K as a business, I think that for like a quick month, you can try this out. The tool that I talked to last week, $150 a month, right? And you can just test that out. So just so you can see how fast things come into play. For us, we've been lucky enough that like really quickly we can find these tools and play with them. And then when it comes to like limitations, I think it's more like cosmetic. Like, can we make it, which software really helps with that, right? Can we make it really stand out? Can we make it really something you can play with? But yeah, I have no complaints from that perspective. So, but again, for us, it's more business than like product side.
Anyone else want to add anything to that, Miriam or Nick?
I see a lot of times it's really big right now. We're doing a whole breakdown of crypto and everything this week, right? Because one of the questions was a founder asked us, I was like, can you make crypto, can you do blockchain with no code? And it took a while, but we figured out how to do it. And it's not us, it was someone else. And we were talking about how to do it. But then we talked to an expert in crypto and they backed up and they're like, yeah, you could do it that way. But they're like, there's 1,000 other, like, why would you haven't even validated anyone wants it on a popular one. Why do you need to mint and do all these things as an NFT and then crypto? And so they talked to the founder. They're like, do you have anyone that wants any of your stuff? And the founder was like, no. They're like, then you need to go and do X, Y, and Z. Like, it doesn't matter that you now have this system and can mint. It sounds great. It's great at a party, but like, what is that going to do for your business? And then it really helped them see all the steps they needed to do first. So that's what I love about no code. It can, when you're ready to hit the ground and to validate, it's there. But I think it's like almost like the 80-20, 80% of really thinking about that great idea, having everything in line, or at least that concept, and then go finding those tools to really get you to the starting line and go from there.